The unthinkable has happened. I think I remember what we were doing in The Legend of Dragoon. So let's play it. Part 16 of my first playthrough of The Legend of Dragoon. My name is Randy. We're going to do it right now. If you don't know what Legend of Dragoon is, it's an RPG. I'm not going to go through that whole thing again. Turn-based, Japanese-style RPG, yada yada, funny stuff. Okay. We are in the Forbidden Land, as it says up there in the menu. The Forbidden Land, of course, is the land without a name, but it also happens to have a name. We are going after the Rod of Dragon something. Dragon Rods. It's the nickname of my... Doesn't matter. It's too early to be making jokes like that. Okay, I do remember plot-wise what we were doing. And there is a fly. I do remember plot-wise what we were doing. I don't remember gameplay-wise, geographically speaking. I feel like this is where I came from. Perhaps not. Don't adjust your sets, your television sets, or your monitor things. What am I looking at? There's a lot of dreidels coming after me. Oh boy! Okay. And we got new music, which I still haven't decided if I liked or not. No matter how I set up my office, this space here, studio, however you want to call it, I cannot get this microphone to be where I want it to be. It wants to sag and droop and be limp. Spartan is here, thank goodness. Granted, I don't know if we're going to see any Stardust today because we're in a dungeon. And I think I came to this conclusion earlier. Hard blade.
Hard blade.
I don't think there are Stardusts in dungeons. Rod Typhoon murdered that dreidel. Dreidel, 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 I made you out of death. Take it. Spartan, how's the back? I have to ask because I too am currently experiencing backness, and it's going. The recovery's going. Yeah. That's how well the recovery's going. It's going reasonably well. I keep looking over there because that's where the chat used to be. It's not anymore. Now it's over here. I don't even have to move my head anymore. I just go boop with my eyeballs. It's gonna take a while before I get used to that. I'm not sure I love this actually, so I don't know how long I'm gonna stick with it, because now the gameplay is a little bit smaller, so I can fit the chat on the same screen, which is of course something you can do with a PlayStation 1. It's way ahead of its time. Rod Typhoon. That's my name. Roderick Typhoon. Wah!
Yes.
Madness Hero. That's the nickname for Roderick Typhoon. Roderick Typhoon, known for his very large radius of his backyard. Very large backyard. Dozens of acreage. Busy at work. I don't know if I ever asked. Hey, Rinku, how's it going? Spartan, I don't know if I ever asked you what you did for a living. If I did, and I know, and I forgot, I severely, deeply, sincerely apologize. But I truly do not remember. We still don't know what that does. Rinku, how's it going at your job? In a southern state, a warm state, it is less warm today in the northeastern states. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Well, that's not the right one. Is this like a... Oh. Uh-oh. 85. That sucks. It's halfway past September. What are you doing? Send the message to the climate. Miranda, and by the way, if you're new to this, which you're not, because I don't think there's any new watching right now, but I like to read the stuff in case people want to lurk or whatever. I am lurker friendly over here. Our party member named Miranda says we are not going forward. You ship books for an economics institute. That's awesome. And by the way, you don't have to disclose that if you don't want to. I apologize for just asking you and then backing you into a corner and saying, reveal that to the world. Because I am the most popular streamer, therefore everyone now knows your personal information. Dart says, but I don't think this is a mere blind alley. Hazel says, then I'll take care of it with my Rouge school technique. Okay. Ta! That's never the noise I would have made with physical exertion. Never. Hazel says, it doesn't work. Use the wrong noise, Hazel. Albert says, wherever it leads to, I don't think Winglies would use a fist as a key to open it. Hazel says, I guess you are right. Maybe, says Miranda, we use our feet instead. Miranda says, you also got to keep in mind if you're lurking and you're expecting me to read the dialogue verbatim, you're out of luck. I will often editorialize, but I feel like that's what brings the boys to this yard. In addition to my milkshake, Miranda says the drawings on the entrances might have something to do with it. That's not a question. It's true. Maybe the attack's name was Ta. In which case I owe him an apology. That thus is the law in Dragoon legend land. Dart says, let's try a bunch of things. Let's just sit here all day and try stuff. Man, I don't know. I got nowhere to be. It's not like we're chasing after Lloyd or a black monster or I don't even know what Shauna's doing anymore, but that doesn't matter because she's irrelevant. That one's blue now. So that's good. No, wait, I thought I had it. Dart says, what on earth are those drawings indicating? Kongol says, Kongol thinks this is Hagantos, no? Kongol's gonna figure it out for us. Miro says, oh, that must be it. Let me know if there's any sound issues or visual wonkiness. I actually kind of like the camera angle, that's not bad. Makes me look broad and masculine in a way that the other camera angle didn't. But also, I'm not sure, I didn't test the audio, so I can't imagine it's gonna change. It's still the same guy, same room, same everything. All of my knickknacks are just off screen there. You can see a little bit of them. All right, ADHD, get back on track. Miru says, oh, that must be it. Miru says, then these must be the Winglies? Tim is here. Tim, I missed you. This is the one problem with streaming less frequently is I don't get to talk to my peeps as much. And I feel bad. Rose says, these are dragons. Mira says, these are Minintos, the fresh maker. There are lots of creatures drawn here. Good is the Virage, that's I assume the optional boss you mentioned last time. Dart says, then these should be humans? Dart says, but what is this? They look like two snakes about to get it on. Rose says, I don't know, but it doesn't seem like an intelligent species. Albert says it means, except for that drawing. Albert says, all of them were the species with intelligence born to the earth from the divine tree, aren't they? Dart says, there should be some key within that. Okay, well, I'm gonna go to, like, least advanced looking to most advanced looking. No, didn't seem to like that very much. Are you just gonna eventually tell me? Why don't you just tell me now? Darth says, what is going on? Miranda says, if these drawings are some code, I wonder if there's some trick to the order. Let me think about it for a second. Jeez. Wait, isn't that exactly what I just said? I stopped reading because I was annoyed. Miranda is suggesting that you go in the order of, like, thing. But I said that already. That doesn't look like it has intelligence, then that entrance should be the first one. Darth says, okay, try again. Stop it. Like, I figured that out. Now you make me look less cool. So then I guess one with the winglies? Nope. Okay. Weird penguin-looking man? Sure. Darth says the rest should be in the order of birth for the species having intelligence. Miranda says, it reminds me, I read something about this in the National Library. The first species to be given intelligence by the Divine Tree was Higantos. Then, I think it was Minintos. Okay, I'll try again, because I know what those are based on imagery. Higantos implies big. But doesn't have wings. Wait, someone pointed at this and said Higantos. No, Congo said this was Higantos. So I think I'm ahead of Miranda a little bit. So Higantos first, and then Minintos, which I don't know what a Minintos is, so this one. No, obviously this one. That's a Wingly, though. No, we don't. Just shut up. Let me think about it for a second. Maybe this one, that just looks like a human. So maybe Mini, like Mini, maybe Mini is Min. Yeah, all right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now Winglies. No, sir. Now, whatever the heck this thing is, then Winglies, then humans. Just kidding. Shut up, Dart. All right, got it in one. Dart says, what is this? All right, I suspect that's the way to the staff, or the rod, or the stick, or what. I don't even remember what it's called. So I'm gonna go back to the save point. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna go to the other direction, back to the dreidels. Little dancing harp player there. I don't even think he's looking at me. Well, that was poopy. Rod Typhoon. I start Monday. Thank you for asking. Yes. I went from one industry to another, and no longer in tech, even in the slightest. The new job allows me to be available on Mondays and Fridays. That still says slot 2. We're good. So I will be able to stream those days most weeks. Thank you, Spartan. Yes, I start as a personal trainer at a commercial gym or a fitness center or whatever you want to call it on Monday. Yeah, me too. I needed something. At the very least, it's gonna pay. Like, that's something that unemployment doesn't. And at least not anymore. For as long as I've been on the unemployment train, it does not pay very well. Get out of here! But yeah, the thing I'm excited about is that it gives me Mondays and Fridays to stream. So I can lock those days in and say, like, this is when it happens. And then for the first time in my life, I won't have to say, oh, this week I'll do it like this.
Die.
Oh, just those are the days. Mondays and Fridays. Begin and end your week with the Ran Man. Can't think of anything better. Other than doing it more often, which I will not be able to do. Those are the days. You know, pending, like, childcare, stability, and illness. Wait, are you supposed to avoid them? What happens if you don't? Get out of here. Now, I figured it out. Don't need to say anything about it. Miru says, that's right. This must be E. What? The seal for that. Thank you. Miru says, we can move on when we destroy them all. There says, I got it. Well, now back to your regularly scheduled program. Get out of here. Alright, now that I know what I'm doing, it's not so bad. So I asked everybody else, Tim, how are things going for you? Unless I did ask you. I don't think I did, though. So rude of me. Rinku said it was hot as balls. Which, that just makes me upset. This is the best time of year. Like, the part where it's like the leaves are changing, there's a little chill in the air. It's the best time of the year. My favorite. Love it. Alright, I'm less convinced this is optional. Victor Harks, my friend, it is good to see you. It has been... Well, the last time you randomly showed up and startled me with your infrequent presence. How's it going? That's Victor's thing, is that, like, I haven't seen Randy in a while, let's go in and startle him. It's going alright. What is it with you people in the southern states? Like, get out of there. It's hot. There are bugs that want to kill you, probably. I just assume. I'm making stuff up. Yeah, Victor, I was about to say I'm busy. That's not entirely accurate at the moment. It was for a while, and then it wasn't. And then it was for a while again. And it will be again here shortly. But overall, pretty good. I'm in reasonably good spirits because I just pulled off Madness Hero while I was talking. And that's hard to do. There are times I can't even do it when I'm not talking. I can sit here and say nothing. Tim, I'm glad you met someone new. I will obviously be pestering you for updates moving forward. Two of my party members are very cold. They are not in an A state, an A southern state, a southern state that starts with A. Because there it'd be warm. Not pooping! Yes. 99, man, you suck, Dart. Can I take Dart out of the party? I don't know who I would put in his place, but I don't know. Miru, maybe? Probably Miru. gonna try. I supremely doubt I can. Well, it's asking me not to replace him because it says don't select. But it doesn't say I can't select, or it's not grayed out or anything. How do we let people know that you can't swap out that character? What if we just put a big message over top of it that says don't select? There's probably a more elegant way to do that. No. None that I can think of. I'm becoming increasingly less convinced that this is the optional path. There are so many ways to go in this area. It is staggering. What is this? Is that a ganglia? Is ganglia the hangy ball throat thing? Who says this is the stupid butt fart monkey? So am I screwed now? Should I just back out and... I tried so hard to go the optional path. So, alright, yeah, let's reset it. Let us go ahead and, you know... There it is, legit PlayStation, baby. You can tell, because it's got the same startup, everything. I hit the button. Perfectly legitimate actual hardware. Silent Hill knife only win. So, I don't know about knife only. That sounds hard. The knife is balls in Silent Hill. Then again, you can run by most... So the only thing I would have a hard time with, I think, and I'm running through Silent Hill 1 in my brain right now, is the first boss. I think I could do it otherwise. First boss, I think you need to shoot, or because he kills you in one hit. Unless I'm a crazy man. Man, I tried so hard to go the optional way, man. I tried. I really, really tried. God, it stinks. Think of all that experience I just lost. Like, probably not even 100th of a level, but still. What in the... Guys, we need some kind of animation. Well, what if we just flip him on his x-axis? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm saying the first boss, genuinely don't know how you would do it, having not played Silent Hill 1 in a very long time. Dar says it's a dead end here. Dar says, let's go back. Wait, what? Really? Dar says, wait, this is a oh, there it is. Wow, I was very close to the optional thing, and I just absolutely did not. Rose says, and this scar, it must be the Virage that killed Belzac. Dar says, you say this is a Virage? Miranda says, what are you talking about? Is this a Virage? A Virage, a Virage, a Virage. Let's all say Virage. Virage sounds like a made-up word. It might be. Albert says it was a destructive weapon of ancient legend that battled throughout the Dragoon campaign with the Winglies, although some still remain. Mira says, but it looks totally different from the one we met before. Rose says, it's one of their subspecies, and from its shape, it must have had a power far beyond... I need to speed up this text. The one we saw. Rose says, but it's not a very pretty sight to see. Here says, the Virage. Ching, ching, ching. Listen to that bass line. Monster from 10,000 years ago. Was it awoken by us? Hey! Me supposed to go first. I don't actually like special. I'm going to do one at a time. And the first one is going to be Albert, because I want that thingy. Head! Well, that sucks.
Die. Hard blade.
Hard blade on the head. I heard a head has experienced hard blade. Lives remaining 10, excuse me? Is he pooping? Okay. You tell me that was anything but what I just said. That was poop. I know it hurts, Albert. It's gonna be over soon. And then pretty soon it's gonna be Rose Storm. Rose Storm. Can I warp, can I turn back into human? I don't think I can. I can't, like, bank my, my dragon stuff, right? Oh, yes. Hi, Mom. No, not you, Dart. Alright, so he's got arm, head, body. Yep, that's the 3 parts of a human, too, so I get it. The arm... I don't know, they all suck. Head usually does magic. That's just law.
Yes. Go.
Well... Dart... I'm gonna have to ask for your resignation.
Die. Hard blade.
That was one hard blade. Lives remaining. Can someone tell me what that means? And that still sounds like he's pooping. Alright, what you got here? Wait. Oh, this is Rose again.
Die. Hard blade.
Rose does not do minimal damage anymore. She's pretty good. Dart still stinks.
Yes. Go.
159 was okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Sync. Yeah, okay. Wait, no. 25, that's not enough. Although, I can only do this once and then nothing else. That's okay. I don't remember what this is called already. Gasless? Hard word to say. Sounds like he said gasless. But this Farash has proved that he has gas. That's pretty good damage, I'm not gonna lie. So much so that I might want him to do that again. Okay. Head's still blue, but still kind of want him to do that again, so... Not Rose, not from Rose.
Die. Hard blade.
Is that the head? I think I attacked the head. Lives remaining 8. Killing it. And so far... Wait, it's Rose again. Rose. Calm down. No! Sorry for saying calm down. Alright, I have an MP thing, right? Oh, it dissolves B. It dissolves book for D. Well, once I have book for D, I'll make sure to... They're not like half or completely recovers MP. Alright, but if I kill his head, he won't do that, right? That's the thing, is I don't know why I would target one over the other. He seems pretty harmless otherwise. Gasless. Yeah. It's a word I made up. Yeah, 810's a good number. Well, I don't really need health. But now let's keep Rose not Dragooned and then use Dart's Dragoon.
Die. Hard blade.
Hard blade. I keep expecting his head to be yellow and it's not. Everybody hang in there. This is half dead. Okay. Oh god, he needs some fiber. That's bad. What gives you the indication that he is half dead? If any of those transformations hurt, it's Darts, because he's like all fiery and stuff, and fire hurts. Wind doesn't really hurt. 75 single. Yeah, okay. Dart seemed to be happy that I was attacking the head, so I'll just keep doing that, I guess. True, he would not be invited on my podcast. What do we got there? How much damage? Okay! That was good. That was good. We're gonna do that again. And again and again and again. Until I can do it no more. Oh! That's what I get for trying to talk during the— Ow! Alright, is anyone, like, severely hurt? Yes, pretty much everybody. Okay. And by that I mean Albert and Rose only. But we can solve that problem like this! Oh, yes. Get a little Rod Typhoon action on here. Or not. Man. That sounds disgusting. It really does. And I don't get how he knocks him back. Or why. Alright, that final burst did some good stuff, so I'm gonna do that again. $858 it was last time, I think. That's the number. That's the number that it does. Alright. Not for all. Just for one. All for one. I mean, that move kind of hurts, I guess. I don't know. Hey, it's yellow.
Die. Hard blade.
Hard blade. Ooh. 477. That one hurt. How about we do Final Burst again for a change? And then hopefully it'll be Rose's turn. Or Albert's turn, I don't care which, before he attacks again. Because otherwise Rose is going down. Not sure what the reason would be to attack any other part. Unless it, like, stops him from attacking or something. Albert! Healing Breeze! How come they don't say the names of the items? Feel like they should. Yeah, Rose is standing up again. No more kneeling for Rose.
Die. Hard blade.
Spartan, I assume because you said pretty much that, you're answering the question of why would I attack the other parts, and because you're on YouTube, the delay was so outrageous that I didn't see it until much later. I went and turned on super low latency. I don't know why it's super high today. YouTube's being a naughty. Oh, that did some damage. Not enough to matter, but some. You know, for it being the final burst, I sure have done a lot of them. One of these, you know, a broken clock is right twice a day. I guess that's what this is. If it's a military clock, it's only right once a day. No one ever says that. Just assume everyone's got a 12-hour clock. Dart, no! Alright, well, he's red now. I probably don't need to do this, so I'm going to do it anyway. Plus, it's healing visually. Although she does gain more clothes, which seems messed up. Lethal attack, which won't work, so none of these are good. I guess Astral Drain?
Astral blade.
It's time that serves our country, Tim. Thank you, military time, for your service. I'm sure there's another name for it. Alright, that was not a lot of damage. It was more than Hard Blade, so I guess that's something.
Rod Typhoon!
Rod Typhoon! Astral Drain again. Because why not, I say.
Astral blade.
I'm draining it of its astral. Three lives remaining. Getting down to it, my friends.
Yes. Go.
Madness Hero. Nope. Astral Drain again. Why the heck not?
Astral blade.
of this still looks cool. I don't know. I kind of don't want to turn off the, like, I want the option to skip it for sure, but I don't want to turn it. I don't want to shorten it. I know shortening it is an option, but okay. I mean, I can Dragoon it up again. Yeah, why not? I mean, it's nice and snappy. It just, real quick. There's really no reason not to. Gaspalis sounds like... was someone, like, going to a My Chemical Romance concert? Gaspalis kind of sounds like it could be a My Chemical Romance song. And I still couldn't name one, despite, I believe, Bionic Hex, is that what his name is currently? He listed off a whole bunch of songs, and I didn't know any of them. Whoa! Wow! That would have been very upsetting. That's a good amount of exp. That will level up Dart, that will level up Albert, and that will level up Rose. Hopefully not Shauna. Let's do that faster. Okay, never mind, I guess I did the math wrong. No, I didn't. Maybe I did. I must have. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Oh, stop gasping. This is a Gaspalis thing. Listen to the Black Parade. Is the Black Parade a song or is that a band? Is that a My Chemical Romance song? Dart says, why do Virajas wake up in reaction to us? Mir says, I don't know. The ancestor never mentioned about this thingy. Rose says, so does this mean they were not just reacting to Shauna? I'm sorry, Tim. I've let you down. Dart says, Shauna. Oh yeah, I forgot about Shauna. That's what Dart said. Just kidding. Dart actually said, I still don't know anything about the mystery surrounding Shauna. Yeah, I don't think anyone does, Dart. Dart says, there is no choice for us but going forward. Come on, let's go. Where were you in the 2000s? I mean, when in the 2000s? If you narrow it down, I can tell you exactly where I was, probably. I don't know where I am. Oh, this is a shortcut to the rod. That's not a bad thing. Other than I wouldn't mind, you know, like saving it. Like, supremely wouldn't mind. Is there a save point after I... Stupid! Is there a save point after I get the... Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of messed up. They wouldn't put a save point there.
Die. Hard blade.
Hard blade took it out.
Rod Typhoon.
Rod Typhoon killing it. Now here comes Dart to do nothing unless it's Rose's turn again. So I was 17, which means I was probably far too cool for My Chemical Romance. That's what I'm going with.
Die.
I would not say at that time I was the target demographic for My Chemical Romance. Is that fair to say? Alright, is there a way back that... Yeah, okay, here we go. Look, I can just go right here. It's no big deal. Darn it. So you're saying I was the exact target demographic? Oh, posture. And I just... it's not... I don't... Fine, I'll go back and listen to it, but I remember at the time thinking, this is not my type of music. Probably classic metal. I never really... I kind of stopped liking music after the turn of the century.
Yes! Go! Hero!
For the most part.
Die.
Hard blade, dang. Okay, which way was I going? The long way around. If I was smart, I'd say like, oh, for an incentive, pay me money and I'll listen to My Chemical Romance for everybody. But I won't do that to you. That's messed up. I'll listen to him. Promise. I just gotta remember. Someone post a reminder in the Discord. Well, that sounds cool. Yeah, that doesn't sound like I would hate it, so...
Yes! Go! Hero!
A Queen-inspired rock opera. That sounds... alright.
Die. Hard blade.
I can get behind it. Maybe that's why I listened to their earlier stuff and didn't like it. There's a dancer's ring again. That sucker's awesome. I might want to put that on. Oh, no, wait. Only women can wear it. That sucks. It's sexist. Linging. How come women get all the good stuff? Like... Life is so much easier for them. It's messed up. You have no idea how hard it is being a white man in America. No! Do you think there's anyone that hears what I say and is like, wow, he really believes that? I'm sure there are. I try to put enough sarcasm on it.
Yes! Go!
Die. blade.
Maddie wears clothes with pockets. She wears scrubs. Scrubs have pockets. But you're right. When we went to a wedding where she wore a dress, I don't think she had a pocket in the entirety of her outfit, whereas my suit had like 6. Like actually 6. I think there was one on each breast, maybe 8, because I think there was 2 on the inside. There's 1 on the outside. That's 3. 1 for each butt cheek and 1 for each quad, hip, whatever. So that's 7. I had 7 pockets for her 0. Interesting. But then I was sitting there thinking, I even said this at the time and everyone agreed with me. Like, women get to have more fun when they dress up. Because they get to put on all sorts of... They get to experiment. Whereas my options for that wedding were a suit, and that's it. And at the time, I had never worn a suit in my entire life. Now I can say I've worn a suit once in my entire life. So there you go. Also, the first time I wore a real tie. Not true. The first time I wore a real tie that was untied when I got it. Yeah. Yeah. So there really was no reason to go this way, but I don't know. For completion's sake. After this battle, I'm gonna go potty, I think. You know, the battle that I just had? The battle I was in when I said that? Yeah, that one. Come on back down. I want to go up. I didn't go up last time. Yeah. Darn it. Now I have to wait for that stupid platform to go again. Power up. Do I have Altered Beast? If I do, Altered Beast stream when? Everyone's been demanding. Ah! Definitely after this battle, I'm going potty. I may have Altered Beast, I'm not sure. Oh, I don't have a... Yes, I do. Never mind. I was about to say I don't have a Sega Genesis. It's not true. I do. I just recently came into contact with one. Friend of mine sold me his, and it has a Sega CD on it.
Die. Hard blade.
Rise from your grave. Power up. Welcome to your doom. How many voice samples can I do? Are there any more? That might be it.
Die. Hard blade.
Hard blade. Yeah, I'm thinking after nope, after Parasite Eve. So Dragoon first. I'm going to finish Parasite Eve, and then maybe finish Doom. After that, I'm switching over to real hardware stuff because I got that set up. It's sexy as heck. I want to use it. Don't even try to stop me. Wait, what? No! Well, oh, I said I was going to go potty. All right, I'll be right back. Hang on one sec. Everyone. Get back. Oh. Well, that's a very annoying noise to have sat with. I want to talk about a moral dilemma here that I'm having. I reserved a book from my local library online. But they did not have a copy in stock. So they got another copy. How the heck do I get down there? Oh, okay, of course. Mind crush! So they got the copy from a different library. But it took them so long that I just bought the book. It was cheap enough, I'm just gonna buy it. I'm like halfway through the book now. But I just got an email saying like, hey, we got your book now. So they went through all the trouble for a book I no longer want. What do I do? Keep in mind, the local library is a small town. It's like one person. So they probably put in a lot of work. What if I just go borrow the book, sit on it, like not literally sit on it, just keep it in my house, and then give it back after an amount of time without touching it? That's what I'm thinking of doing.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
And I'll have read the book, so if they ask me about it, I can say, like, oh yeah. It's very good. Or whatever.
Die. Hard blade.
But now that I know that the library takes forever, I can plan it better.
Die. Hard blade.
Heart blade. I'm getting hungry, and my dilemma is not resolved. I think I'll just get the book. I'll borrow the book. Yeah, Kithron, you and me were. So, the title of the book doesn't matter. However, it was reserved. I reserved it online from my local library. They did not have a copy, so they got it from another library. But it took them so long that I just bought it. And now I'm halfway through the book, and I just got an email where they said, hey, your book's ready for pickup. And I live in a very small town. It's like 2 people that work at that library, which means they put in a lot of work to get that book. And now I feel bad that I don't want that book anymore. I can't go over there and say like, hey, I don't want it. So what I'm thinking of doing, and Kithron is with me, is go borrow the book, do nothing with it, and then just give it back, and then everything's fine. Mira says, this is the dragon block staff. Ha ha! We found it. Didn't know where it was. Haven't seen it before. Miranda says, it doesn't look very impressive. Can we really constrain the divine dragon with this? Rose says, you can never tell the size of the magical power from the size of the object. Spartan's in agreement. Kithron's in agreement. Got it. Everyone's in agreement that I'll just go get the book and say thank you very much for all the hard work. Because it's like a 45-second walk from my house. It is not far. It would take no effort to go get it. And it would take 45 seconds worth of effort to get it. It would take 45 seconds worth of effort to get it back to this house. Maybe 30 to 90 seconds inside the building. So for a grand total of 5 minutes of effort, I can show my appreciation. Rose says, the power of the staff alone has been sealing off the divine dragon for more than 10,000 years. Miranda says, I see. Then when we take this back and deploy our defense of the royal capital, the divine dragon will be no match for us. Rose says, it won't be as easy as you imagine. Rose says, the divine dragon is not the same as other dragons. Even with the staff and us dragoons, we will have reason for thanks if we can seal him back in. Rose says, is Lloyd taming such a monster? Rose says, talking about that, I don't think it is possible. I love that it's sparkling like a Resident Evil first aid spray or something. Rose says the Divine Dragon would never give in. They couldn't kill him either. That's why he was sealed in. Rose says it's way beyond Lloyd's ability to deal with. Dart says then it means Lloyd has not taken any action yet. Rose says maybe he cannot act. Yeah, I've seen his performance. Subpar. Albert says there is no sign he is going after the next Divine Moon object yet. Miranda says the Moon object? I'm with Miranda. What the heck are you talking about? I forgot that part. Dart says you must have it in Millie Sisu, don't you? A divine object with a name starting with Moon? That narrows it down. Miranda says, I don't want to talk about it. Dart says, how come? Miranda says, it's not your business. Just focus on how you can bring the staff back now. I mean, you can just pluck it out of the ceiling there. Put someone up on our shoulders. And Dart says, okay. Awkward. Mira says, I'm getting it. It's a good idea. She can fly up there. There, yeah! Pluck. Whoa, says somebody. What the heck is this, says somebody. It's a clam. This is the music I missed. What's wrong with Albert? He's been haunched over for a while. Oh man! Dramatic zoom! Okay, that was a lot of damage. Nicely done, Grand Jewel. Sure. Oh, don't turn into a Dragoon. Too late, Spartan. Darn the YouTube delay. Oh, wait. That makes sense, because he's got a staff that would block it. I'm still curious about it, though. Now that you said it out loud. Astral Drink. If it does block this, I like that. That's cool. That's good story stuff. That's just me not paying attention. I mean, that did what Astral Drain does.
Rod Typhoon!
Rod Typhoon! Alright, well, Astral Drain sucked, so I guess attack. I'm really good at this. Ah! So good at it. Dragon Block Staff. But I'm not a dragon, I'm a Dragoon. There's an extra O in there. Dragoons, well, that's fine. That's not that big a deal, actually. I just turn back normal and it's fine, it's over. Wow! Albert. Fix your posture, man. Alright, well I suck at that anyway, so. 21! It's like that one card game. Shoots and Ladders, that's not a card game. Poker? There you go. Alright, this really hurt. I'm still probably going to turn into a Dragoon for, what's his name? Albert, and use Rose Storm. Dang! Holy macaroni! Hey, remember when the game has been a breeze up to this point? Not anymore. The clamshell with a stick. That's what separates the boys from the stupid butt. I didn't have any MP. All mistakes were made. All of them. Oh, why did that only do 56? I was not warned. Alright, let it be Rose's turn. Thank God. How about a big boy? Alright, at least we've got a fighting chance now. Can I fill the Dragoon gauge with something? It would appear nay. Okay, whatever.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
Ah, my eyes! Or not? It's a 12-hour clock. It's right at least twice a day, if not more. Level goes down, excuse me? Permanently? Enough's enough! That one wasn't as bad. Wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad.
Die. Hard blade.
Alright, so definitely Hard Blade does more damage than Madness Hero.
Die. Hard
So we'll have
blade.
Dart be our resident item user. The dragon blocking effect runs out. Yeah, back to... Actually, that's not a bad thing. Now Dart can... Yeah, okay. Wow. I'm a little nervous about the health thing, so I don't necessarily want to be even slightly hurt. That sucker did some damage in one go. That was a lot. Oh, I need that SP. Alright, let's see if I can get a... Wait, Poopy. I don't think he has any MP either. Yeah, definitely not enough for, whatchamacallit there. $20 amp circuit for my new computer. Nice! New computer, congratulations. Sure, let's try that, I guess. Flame shot! That looks like a volleyball spike. 298 is not a good number. It's bad. 100% MP for all, yes. Hopefully Dart gets one more turn, at least, before he does the suffering succotash. No! Darn it. The bummer is that it also lowers defense. I made a lot of mistakes this fight so far, so that's good.
Die. Hard blade.
Hard blade. This does nothing, but whatever. Let's do it anyway. Wait, well, attack. It didn't say magic attack. Right? That's logic. Maybe this is still. Maybe this will do all right. I don't know. Probably not. I'm probably looking too far into it. It's one of the last bursts you'll see. Yep, no, that sucked. Alright. Good to know.
Rod Typhoon!
Die.
Hard blade. Please don't hit dart. Okay. Yeah, okay. I can live with that. Give you another hard blade.
Die.
Hard blade. Kithron, can I ask the specs of your new computer? May I? May you answer? What's the rig? Let's hear it. This machine I got here is almost exactly a year old now. I built it right before I lost my job. Any chance you can pop that in the Discord so I can look at it later? I can't look at it right now, unfortunately. But I'd love to look at it later.
Die.
Thank you very much.
Hard blade.
Are you building it yourself or is it a pre-built? I assume you're building it yourself. You're a techie. You're a techie guy. You're using PC part picker. There's nothing wrong with a pre-built either. I've done both. They have their pros and cons. I built this one. I had a good time with it. Last one before that was Roast Storm. £65. Holy mackerel.
Rose Storm!
Wowzers. How heavy is mine? Not 65 pounds. The case itself, the case alone is 65 pounds? It's more than a small human. Dang. Oh, it's raining. It's raining lights. Oh, you butt. That sucks. All right. I hate that. I don't use it enough to be good at it. I know, Tim. Like I did 4 hard blades.
Die.
Hard blade. All right. 3 more. I'm gonna heal just to be safe. Rod Typhoon. Do I have like an offensive item that would be kind of okay? Blocks enemy. No, 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 no. I don't have any. I'd sell all of them because they suck, but I wouldn't mind it this time. Double agility. If I use double agility on Rose, she will just do like 4 turns in a row. I'm not opposed to it. It's a lot of hard blades.
Die. Hard blade. Die. Hard blade.
Alright, that was pretty much caught back up to where he healed from. He's doing it again! Okay, he's not. No. Do I still have Rose Storm? That'd be cool. Yeah, okay. Speaking of Rose Storm, here's my Rose Storm right here.
Die. Hard blade.
Man, that level down thing's a real bummer. Thank you very much, Kithron. I'll check it out later today.
Rod Typhoon.
Come on. What's up with my double agility? Didn't seem to work. No! Not to be timed to whiffing.
Die. Hard blade.
Did I just level up her? I just bumped her attack for there to be one more attack. Well, that's silly. Wait, that's way more XP than the other fight. Looks like we were leveled back up as well, so that's good. Thank God we killed a rock. Acquired Dragon Block Staff. Is it called the Dragon Block Staff because it was in a block that kind of looked like a dragon, sort of, maybe? Albert said, we didn't know there was a guardian. Hazel says, the ancestor should have told us so. Mira says, I didn't know that either. There says, anyway, the Dragon Block Staff is in our hands. Let's go back quickly. $50 million. Oh yeah, the bot's broken now. Thank you, Rick. No, I gained legit levels. But Dart was 25 when we walked in there, I think, so I think we're good. Leveling down is an interesting mechanic. In theory, that would remove some of my abilities. It didn't, but whatever. Thank you, Spartan. Do you have like a boss screen when when your boss shows up? You're like, oh, Alt Tab. Oh, apparently I've been here before. There should be a law that says after you fight a boss, like you're done fighting for a bit, and that just should be the rule, the law of games. I'm trying to remember what game I was playing relatively recently where I fought a boss and went, okay, it wore me the heck out. Dang, Rose is killing it these days. And right afterwards I had to fight some goons. I'm like, couldn't you give me a break?
Rod Typhoon.
What if these goons kill me? That'd be very upsetting.
Yes.
Come on, Dart. That was like Mario kicking a shell if I've ever heard it.
Die. Hard blade.
Yeah, it sucks, right? Just flip that boolean and say like, alright, you can fight. No. No fighting. Give this person a break. I don't want to be fighting goons after I fought a big rock with a stick in it. Or says, it cannot be. Is that the divine dragon? He's on to us. Cheese it. Miranda says, don't be silly. It's too early. Silverdrop, what's your opinion on My Chemical Romance? There's some... people were throwing shade my way for not having an opinion on them. Because I can't name a song of theirs. I don't know them at all, really. Miranda said, oh no, Denningrad. Or it says, we gotta run. And Spartan, thank you for the congratulatory message. It was a challenging fight, and I made a lot of mistakes, so I'm glad I pulled it off, but... Man, I love, like, early video game bass lines. I can hear that boo, 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 boo in the back. It's awesome. Ancestor Blano says, did you get the dragon block staff? Dar says, we did, but the divine dragon. Ancestor Blano says, I know! I'm teleporting you to Denningrad. Mir says, Ancestor, it's too much. You don't have power like you in the old days, do you? Oh, this old Ancestor's still got some junk in his spunk. Ancestor Blano says, we have no time left to think. Oh, nah! Says somebody. Ah! Here's father says, Ancestor Blano! It was the humans that did it. We'll never forgive them. Ancestor Blano says, I'm fine. Ancestor Blano says it didn't work. It's the humans' fault. Get him! Miro's father says, not yet. Miro's father says, we believe in Miru, and her friends who Miru believes in too. We changed our mind very quickly. Miru's mother says, I would like to see the future that Miru and her friends create. Everyone is yelling in exclamation marks. Ancestor Blano says, Guaraha! Guaraha! Ancestor Blano says, go on, Dart! I can't stop yelling! Everyone is yelling! Ooh. This might be Denningrad with the library. Alright, we're all yelling, and then Denningrad's like, oh cool, our town's being destroyed. Well, that wasn't very divine of it. Ooh. Why did we build this dragon with weapons on it? No. Wish Serdar was here so he could, like, lure me up. So much going on now. I'm completely lost. I mean, there's a bad drag. I guess there's not. If we're talking about pure plot, evil man trying to do evil things, bad dragon trying to destroy the world. We're trying to stop both. Someone says, we're too late. Miranda says, is this Leningrad? Miranda says, the Crystal Palace is destroyed. I guess it's not that urgent anymore, despite what the music would want you to believe. Queen Teresa, says somebody. Miranda says, don't be such a laggard. Shauna is in the castle too. Oh, thank God she's dead. Yay! Oh, okay. Lots of Stardust. Okay. We got old trusty phone boy. Legend of Dragoon. Disc 3. Stardust. Destroyed Leningrad. All 5. There's 5 in here. Near the controls for the healing device in the 2nd floor of the inn. Is this the inn? This looks like an inn. 2nd floor. I didn't know there was a 2nd floor. Oh, okay. Galing-galing! Okay, 1 down. Pile of goods on the floor. The bottom corner next to the sword. What the heck does that mean? This is an incomplete guide. Get treated? Oh. Aha. Alright, I'm on the fandom wiki for Leningrad. Holy ads. I don't want walkthrough, I want, gosh darn, Stardust near the device on the 2nd floor of the inn. Search for the item. Search the piles near the weapons/item shop. How about I rest and save it? Can I rest? That would be weird. Be very weird. Do I even need to rest? Am I hurt? Yes. Alright, well, let's just save it then. That's not, I'm not even on the save point. Meh. Giggling-a-ling-a-ling. I guess we can go back to slot 1 now, right? I can't believe we're only level 26. 30 some odd hours in. Piles near the weapon/item shop, which I believe is over here. Nope. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Okay, found next to the previous pile. What? Wait, there's two in the same gosh darn pile? No way. Wow, that's stupid. Alright, that's 3. Found at the path to the left of the Sacred Sister Wink. That is messed up. I think this is in the Crystal Castle or whatever. I think you're right, Tim. First Sacred Sister Miranda. Wait, why does it say First Sacred Sister again? Miranda says, Seti, Luana, wake up. Luana says, so Sister Miranda? Seti says, Sister Miranda, are we alive? Miranda says, good. That's not an answer to that question. No, Rick, I did not figure out how much is left. The two people, actually, Spartan's here. He could answer that question, but he's busy, so. And Sirdar, I haven't seen Sirdar in a while. I'm getting worried about him. Maybe he's just so knee-deep in Metal Gear Solid. Miranda says, it seems you are not injured either. Seti says, I was scared. Miranda says, stop crying. The Divine Dragon is gone, and we will take care of it. Luana says, did you get the Dragon Block staff? Miranda says, yes, we got it. Luana says, now we can prepare for the next raid. Is that happening? Miranda says, what do you mean next? Luana says, the psyche that the Divine Dragon sent towards the Tristo Palace was a black, bottomless mass of hate. Luana says, there must be a next. Miranda says, I won't let him. Betty says, what about Queen Teresa? We'll replace her with Queen Latifah. Seti says, is Queen Teresa safe? Miranda says, hey, wake up. I'm awake. I was awake the whole time. You didn't have to hit me. You could have just talked to me first. Holy Knight's Gatekeeper says, yes, ma'am, Sister Miranda. Miranda says, take care of these two. Luana says, don't worry, Queen Teresa is safe. Wink is fine too. Everything is fine, thanks to her. Are you alright? Says nobody in particular. Luana says, we are fine. Sister Miranda went upstairs. What about Shauna? Says no one. Luana says, she should be upstairs too. Okay. This is not the screen that has the Stardust. This may be the screen that has the Stardust. This is definitely the screen that has the Stardust. But Dart doesn't care about Stardust. He just cares about Wink. Are you all right? Wink says, I am fine. Sister Miranda gave me a treatment. That was fast. She was only here for a second. Dart says, Shauna's room. We have got more important matters first, Dart. Wink says, wait, Miss Shauna is alive. She must be upstairs with Queen Teresa. Bummer. Hoping she died. I got it, says nobody. Somebody. This is not a crystal. It's a Stardust! Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Search the rubble near the Sacred Sister Luana. Isn't that where I just was? Wasn't Luana on this previous screen over here? does not look like the same screen. I think what's even more messed up is that there aren't any... You have to wait until the Stardust... Or until the dragon destroys this place to get the Stardust. This is the screen with the Stardust. Mirror says, wow. Like, wow. Mirror says, what is this light? Albert says, what is going on? Miranda says, I don't know. When I came here, it was already like this. It is pretty bright in here. Somebody says, Shauna! Miranda says, Queen Teresa, where are you? Shauna is Queen Teresa. Somebody says, Shauna. Somebody says, Queen Teresa. Somebody says, Dart. Dart says, it's me. Can you understand? Shauna says, no, I'm too stupid. Shauna says, Dart, everybody, you are safe. Shauna says, how about Queen Teresa? Nobody's yelling anymore. Somebody says, ah. Somebody says, Queen Teresa. Queen Teresa says, Miranda. Dart says, don't worry. Queen Teresa is safe. Shauna says, I'm relieved. Miranda says, I couldn't live if something happened to Queen Teresa. I'm relieved. I'm really relieved. Yeah, flashbangs. It's going to use chaff grenades pretty soon. Queen Teresa says, you cannot call Seti a crybaby anymore. Why not? Miranda says, I don't care. Please let me cry for now. Just for now. After that, you can give me a wedgie or whatever. I don't care what you have to say. I want Stardust. Queen Teresa says everything has calmed down anyhow. Queen Teresa says, welcome back, and no one was lost. Queen Teresa says, fortunately, the damage to the people seems to be minimal. I assume we had the blessing of the divine tree. Miranda says, what was that light? It was as if it was protecting Queen Teresa and Shauna. Dart says, yes, the light was. Let's make out. I really don't need this. You could just sum it up for me. No? Okay. Queen Teresa says, are you feeling all right? Shauna says, not really, but I cannot stand still. Queen Teresa says, I see. It seems that all we can do is trust them and wait. Somebody says, yes, Your Majesty. Somebody says, what is happening? Shauna says, let me blow my nose into my hands and I will protect you with my light. That literally was not necessary. I figured that out before. You did not need to show that. Miranda says, oh, this must be a miracle. Shauna, you brought us a miracle. Miranda says, my sisters were guarded by the same light as well. Everyone was saved by you. Except all the people in town, they're dead. Shauna says, I don't know anything about this power. Shauna says, this power is forcing Dart to face danger. And I harm people. People in Celis, too. It was my fault. Was it? Celis was like 6 months ago. I don't remember what happened. Dart says, that's not true. It was Dole who did that. Shauna says, who am I? You're Shauna, I guess? I don't really care enough to tell you. We're just gonna huddle around you. Luana says she passed out. Wait, what? She's standing. Miranda says, it was my fault. I didn't know anything and I told her too much. But she's standing up. Somebody says, where are you going? Somebody says, to the mountain of Mortal Dragon. Not the Mortal Dragon, just Mortal Dragon. There's no, okay. First Sacred Sister Miranda says, are you leaving Shauna like that? Yeah, I mean, we have you as a party member now, so that's fine. Dart says, I'll come back after I defeat the Divine Dragon. Miranda, could you take care of Shauna? Miranda says, are you telling me to stay here? Dart says, the Divine Dragon is not the only monster in the Mount of Mortal Dragon. Dart says, you are a sacred sister of this country. There is no obligation for you to come with us.
Miranda says, "Did you forget? I am one of the Dragoons, the same as you. I have no intention to withdraw from this battle." Miranda says, "Besides, Shauna told me, please take care of the rest. I intend to keep that promise." "Who cares if Shauna dies?" Queen Teresa says, "We have reached an agreement. Everyone, I am counting on you." Gert says, "Yes, Your Majesty. Please trust us." And I think disc 4 is probably like a clean up side quest and go to the end of the game disc. That's usually traditional for RPGs of this nature. Dart says, "I'll bring everybody here." Mira says, "Did the two of you have enough time alone? We can wait outside longer if you want." Aisha said, "I didn't know you could be sensible, Miru." Ha ha ha. Mira says, "Of course. I learned how to care for others from them. Definitely not the Wingleys. They're terrible." Aisha says, "We gotta get going." Albert says, "We will be back soon." Okay. Miranda says, "Are you all right?" Rose says, "I cannot believe your timing." Miranda says, "That is no way to talk to a friend." Rose says, "I haven't seen your power as a Dragoon, have I?" Miranda says, "Are you saying you don't trust me?" Miranda says, "Please stop." Miranda is fine. She can do better than me. That's true. I mean, so could, like, a statue. Rose says, "I hope so." Yeah, Rose is on board. Miranda says, "Is she like that all the time?" Shauna says, "Actually, Rose is concerned about me. That's her way of showing it." Miranda says, "What a clumsy woman." "I don't think you know what clumsy means." Congo says, "Congo is leaving. You rest. Good for you." I don't think that meant to sound condescending, but it sure as heck did. Dart says, "I am leaving. I really don't like you." Oh, that's it? Wow. That was the most concise thing I've ever seen from Dart. They didn't just like go back and forth about how they want to make out or they don't or whatever. "Joy to the world, our town's been destroyed. Everybody's dead, except the people in the castle. But everyone else is dead." Dart says, "Let's go to the Mount Dragon tomb." I don't remember where that is. All right. Wow. Get some healing breezes. The MP thing wasn't so bad. Well, and that's it. All right. The world. The world. No. Wow. All right, let's check out the weapons. Oh, that thing again. Pew, pew. None of my wit is actually funny. It's just the noises I make with my mouth. Anybody can do that. That's the funny stuff. It's like my son. I don't actually love Daddy. I just like that he can do voices with my toys. Alright, so was that all of them? No, I think I forgot the last Stardust because I got distracted by the stupid cutscene. Gosh darn it all!
Die. Hard blade.
Hard blade. You mean like I added Strutter to GTA 4? That was fun. The Strutter station. Wow. About 10 more minutes and then we gotta wrap it up. Back to the forest. Why? Did we figure that out? We've been... Oh, it's probably that guy that's blocking the way. He's probably going to let us through now. Because he's probably dead. Because Shauna didn't save him. Giggling, I think we're Stardust up. I think we had 38 when we started. Yeah, we're at 43. That's 5. In the world that had to the world. Do those first 3 notes not sound like Joy to the World? Or 4 notes, whatever. Wow! Save it. Booby dooby 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 doo. Booby dooby dooby doo. Doo 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 da 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 da. That guy over there, I'm sure he's gonna let us through now. Oh, you got the dragon boner. I really didn't want to say dragon boner. I wanted to check my additions too. I feel like we've been added.
Die. Hard blade.
Oh man, I am leveled the heck up. That, ooh, hey. He's pecking me. Oh, that was poopy.
Die. Hard blade.
Hard blade. Poop, poopy, poop, poop, poop. Wooing. I've been wooed.
Die. Hard blade.
She was the weakest at one point. She ain't the weakest now. Dart sucks. Hardblade's almost maxed out. That's probably why. Yeah, because it does 300% damage now. Rod Typhoon still got a ways to go. Madness Hero still got a ways to go. The blade, ever harder, hard blade. Synchronized says the monster was headed in the direction of Deningrad and then came back to the Mountain of Mortal Dragon. Dart says, why isn't it called Mountain of the Mortal Dragon? And then Dart says, before the Divine Dragon left, did anybody pass through here? Synchronized says, no sir, no one sir. We didn't even let a mouse pass, sir. Unless they can fly like that monster, sir. Miranda says, gotcha. Stay on guard here. We are off to defeat the monster. Synchronized says, yes ma'am. Good luck. Can I get that chest from you? Okay. Item. Discard. Something I don't care about. Let's see here. Let's get rid of the recovery ball because I don't care. I have plenty of them. Mind purifier. Purify your mind. Alright, I think this is a good spot to stop because we're about to enter the Mount of Dragon Mortal something. After this fight, this would be a good spot to stop. I will do the rigmarole now. Thank you everybody for coming out. Had a great time today. Join the Discord, tinyurl.com/randy-discord, or if you prefer, tinyurl.com/randy-discord /. There it is. Thank you, Tim. That's the best way to support me. And you can also like and subscribe and do all the stuff you're supposed to do. Madness Hero sucks. And that's all I'm going to say. Probably, what's today, Wednesday?
Die. Hard blade.
I will not be available Friday. I will not be available Monday. So it might be a week from Friday. I don't know. We'll see. Because I don't know how my first week's going to go. Right away.
Rod Typhoon.
Man, I could be available tomorrow, I guess. No, I gotta get ready. I got stuff I gotta do tomorrow. Darn it. Why does life have to be a weird thing? Does anyone know? Alright. Saving it up. Check the Discord, and I'll let everybody know when it's happening, as I usually do. And I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Get out of here, microphone.